Welcome to my lair. This is Moxie headquarters for now. Hopefully we get to a point where we're a little bit bigger, but in reality it's my basement, it's my home office, it's my man cave. I have my day job down here. We're gonna do a little something different today. I'm gonna bring to you basically the collection of deer that I'm after, as well as some of these deer that, you know, are public land, all of Moxie will be going after. This is really for you hunters. I know we have a lot of archers that are following us along. We love archery, but we also love hunting. We love archery hunting. So we're gonna bring you a collection of deer. If you follow us on Instagram, you've been seeing these deer, a few of them, actually 2 of them now. We're gonna come out each Monday with a new deer. I'm gonna give you a prelude to those deer even before Instagram. So we're gonna cover some of these bucks that I've been after, how I'm gonna approach the hunt, where they're at. If you follow me on turkey hunting, I hunted Eastern Ohio, a nice grouping of private land that I have access to. There's other people that hunt that, so it's tough. It's 2.5 hours away. I have 1 deer there that I'll showcase, but for the most part, I don't really get up there much. It's still heavily hunted. So I'm gonna show you again, deer there in Eastern Ohio, a small micro plot that I did a Moxielog on, Moxielog 2. Highly recommend you look at that. I have a small food plot in there. It's a 7-acre estate style property in the suburban parts of Columbus. I'm planning one day to build a home on with my family, but for now I'm gonna hunt it. It's great habitat. We'll cover those. 2 big deer I'm excited about are on there. And then also, like I said, public land, where there's 2 deer that one of them's a perfect 10-point, the shakes I called them. I'll go into all that. So before we start, I wanna make sure that you're following us on Instagram. Obviously YouTube, you found us, hit that subscribe button. We're gonna showcase these deer as we go along. There's 3 other Moxie guys that hunt. We're gonna showcase their deer as well as the season comes up on Instagram. And just join us along the journey. You know, that's the big thing about hunting, it's a journey. So we look forward to having you join us along. If you're new to us, welcome. We're Moxie, we're a group of guys that have day jobs. We're hunters, we're family, dads, uncles, close group of friends that grew up together and now we're hunting together in Central Ohio. We're always trying new equipment, so you'll get to see that as well. The first deer I'm gonna talk about is the Premier. He's called the Premier because the Premier means first in rank, first in priority. He was the first deer I got on trail cam at this new property. I closed on this property in May this year, it's 2020. And I put a trail cam up. I knew there was good deer habitat in the area. I saw deer when visiting the property, but I never knew the quality of deer that was there. First deer, this is the Premier. This is the first video I had of him. I knew he was gonna be a giant. He was tight racked, but he had a lot of mass and he had some cool points coming off. His G2s were splitting, and as you can see here, they split great. He turned into an absolute giant. He's private land. I have a small food plot. I planted buckwheat during the spring, and now I'm just about to plant in a fall mix. So what I'm gonna do here on this property is I'm gonna build a blind. I'm gonna show you that in a couple weeks. Build a blind, put it in the corner. That's really the only way to hunt this property. It's a micro plot, a kill plot, whatever you wanna call it. I wanna keep this buck into fall. So the Premier, giant, mainframe 10-point, but again, the split G2s, he had stickers. I count 16 scoreable points. An absolute beast. Love the deer, ton of character. Sticking to the same property, homegrown property I'm calling it. Again, I'm building a home, so homegrown, growing this deer. Homegrown property, second deer, the Contender. I called him the Contender because actually the first time I saw him was on the hoof, and I could just tell he was a big, mature deer, big bodied. He was slower to growth than the Premier, so he started slower, but I just knew that he was gonna be a deer that could contend with the Premier, and that's his name. So he's a mainframe 8-point big deer. We showcased him on Instagram. Again, just the Contender, he's contending for that top spot. He has more length, he comes out wider, he comes in, he's got a cool crab claw coming off one of his brow tines. I really will have a debate with myself, Ohio, you get 1 buck all year. So I'm gonna have an internal debate for quite some time to see which one of these deer I really wanna shoot. If both of them are active into fall, great. All right, moving over to the public land. We hunt Central Ohio public land. There's not really much offerings for Central Ohio. Ton of offerings down in Southeast Ohio. But our goal as a group is to get into the spots that it's hard to reach. We want to be able to showcase that you could go out down the street, any hunter, and get on big quality deer. This is Central Ohio. There's 1 million+ people in Ohio, Central Ohio. You could still get on quality deer, and here he is. So this is what I call the shakes. Literally, I saw him the first time when he was just growing. He didn't give me the shakes yet, But later I saw him almost fully grown not too long ago. Literally gave me the shakes. Came within 60 yards. I had my 400 millimeter on him. Great deer, as you can see. With him, going back, was a deer that is going unnamed right now. I'm gonna let Nick introduce this deer in Instagram. He's unnamed for now, but the reason is Nick and I both got on this deer earlier on, and I figured, you know, I can't be so selfish to name all of them. He comes out, and again, his tines are almost touching. It's his main frames are just swoop way out. Nice, beautiful 8-point. Will be a really cool deer to hunt. Public land really tough, but we'll give you our strategies going into the year. All right, lastly, Eastern Ohio. Again, I'm sure there's more deer out there that I just haven't seen yet. I set my camera, it was probably a month ago. A month and a half ago, I was out there with my Canon, and I got some really great photos and video of this deer right here. He's called Jägerbomb. Jägerbomb came from, I got a picture of him crossing over basically up on a crest of a hill. The sky was lit up, but it was so dark that he came in as just almost a shadow, and it reminded me of that Jägermeister logo. So the Jägerbomb. He's a young deer, he's an up-and-comer. Wouldn't shoot this buck this year. Like to give him a couple more years to grow, but ton of potential. Private land, again, I have more deer that I know are out there. Two of the biggest Ohio bucks I've seen, I had on trail camera. Potential of the animals out there, insane. So we'll hunt that. It's tough to only have one deer in Ohio. Living in central Ohio, you know, you got a 2-hour drive to get to any other state, but we're hunting Kentucky. I hunt PA, obviously Ohio. I'd love to try to get into another state as well. We'll see. Hopefully the season is as successful as I always hope to be. I'm a very optimistic person, as Nick has, and the others alluded to, but you have to have optimism going into it. So anyway, thanks for joining along. Again, hit that subscribe button. Give us a comment. What's your favorite deer? What deer would you harvest? And let us know. Thanks. See ya.